Hello, I'm Todd Forrest, Arthur Ross Vice President for Horticulture and Living Collections at the New York Botanical Garden. Today I wanted to give you a sneak peek into the new native plant garden, an exciting project sponsored by the Leanne Levy Foundation that opens next May. The new native plant garden was designed to harmonize with a stunning natural landscape with a diversity of microclimates and habitats. The garden was designed by Sheila Brady, principal at Uma van Sweden, a great artist, a great fan of native plants, and someone who has really brought our vision to life.
This garden has enormous topography, enormous geology, hydrology. So we took those landforms and very easily, and of course the mature forest, and it was very easy to identify the ecosystems. The design was truly based on the site and the site landforms. Very exciting. We identified all these beautiful rock outcroppings, and we sort of pivoted the design around the geology.
At the heart of this garden is a dramatic water feature that's fed by stormwater, which is captured throughout the site and recirculated over a series of stone weirs and through placid pools.
The wetland is just emerging. It's not full yet. This is the wet meadow coming down. This taller plants, as you can see, this is Sorghastrum nutans, Eupatorium. Aligning the wetland are plants like Acarus and Scirpus. They're the really important part of the cleansing of the water feature. There is a pump underneath this wetland. We call it a scupper, and it's just made of sand and gravel, and literally water moves up through it, is cleansed, and then these plants actually filter and cleanse the water.
I think the part of the garden that is most exciting at this time of year in early fall is the meadow just behind me. The meadow was planted with plugs last year, and as you can see, is just entering its full glory only a year after it was planted. It's full of a diversity of flowers that attract birds, butterflies, and other insects.
The meadow only came into full vision last month. It was such a wonderful surprise. Jody Payne, the curator for the garden, had told me that it is just alive with birds, and there's goldfinch all over the tops of the helianthus, and they love to scout on top of the betulus.
The meadow is just one of many habitats throughout the native plant garden that will transport our visitors well outside of New York City. A visit to the garden will feel like a trip across the most beautiful parts of northeastern North America.
That you want people to weave through this meadow, and especially coming out of New York City or an urban center, and feel like, what is that ecosystem? They may not even know the word ecosystem, but what does it feel like to be in a meadow where the grasses are very loose and the breeze is blowing them, and there's this great diversity of plant life and birds.
What makes this garden special is that it was not only designed to be a beautiful and inspiring garden, but it was also designed to teach our visitors about the essential role that plants play in the living ecosystem all around us.
I hope that the visitor will come in who perhaps knew nothing about native plants or what is a native garden, and they'll learn that these are plants that have a real benefit to them, being part of a food web that we're actively teaching here at the garden. We know that native plants are durable and that they will require less water, which is also an important part of the sustainable story. And we want to sort of dispel this notion that native plants are always a messy meadow. I think a lot of people haven't seen that native plants can be a horticultural display as easily as a non-native.
There is something to see in every season in the new native plant garden. We are so thankful to the Leon Levy Foundation for their generous support in helping us make this garden possible. We are looking forward to the opening next May, and we hope you'll come join us for a home gardening demonstration, bird tours, a symposium by regional experts on native plants, and many other activities designed to help us all celebrate this incredible achievement. We'll see you next May 3rd.